Every professional grandmaster, if they have a pawn, they will win the game. But many of you beginners under 1000 rating, if you have a pawn, you will not know how to convert it into a win. So I'm going to show you what to do. So the first problem you probably do is pushing the pawn instead of pushing the king first. We need to think that our king is like a man and the pawn is a dog. We just need to lead it. So cool. King to e7, king to e3. And every time we will use the concept of opposition. Opposition occurs when the kings are opposite to each other, and now somebody needs to move. As you can see, all the squares are protected right now, but somebody needs to move. In this case, black. So if they move here, they give away this square, and we will be in control of those 3 squares. If they move here, we go to d5, and we again get control. And now black has 2 options. They can play king to f5, trying to get our pawn, but we have e4, king to f6, king to d6, and probably king to f7 and e5, which will end up in the same thing as the other variation. Look, he needs to protect this square, so he plays king to e8. And what do you do, guys? I guess, and I hope you remember the opposition. We want this or this square in order to protect e8. So he goes to king to d8, and we play king to f7, and we easily lead the pawn. What happens if he goes to e7? Then we don't need to push the pawn, although we can. I suggest you get the opposition, king to d7, and then king to f6. And again, he can go up for catching the pawn, but as I've shown you before, it's not going to end up well. So he can play king to e6, and then we play king to e6, and we can just play. Literally, just push forward. And he goes like that until we get this square, and we again develop the pawn. So what I want you to learn is lead your pawn with the king and use the concept of opposition.